Well, the Democrat candidate for governor of Virginia said the quiet part out loud. I don't know if this was a slip of the tongue or there was a confusion, but I'm pretty sure that this is going to backfire on her spectacularly because she essentially said that trans people are just confused. That's it. And if maybe you don't get the implications of this, well, let's watch. So let's get this straight, says Walter Kurt. According to the Democrats, Abigail Spanberger is leading 10 in the polls, 10 plus in the polls, and because she's winning so easily, she's not winning so easily. They are desperate. Barack Obama, Pete Buttigieg, Andy Beshear, the Clintons, and Bill Nye, the Bill Nye, the science guy, are on the ground campaigning for her. Seems legit. Panic, that's what it is. She's tanking and they're losing their minds and pull out all the stops. And then she says this. Well, the Morning Joe, they were saying if you don't elect Spanberger, you are misogynist. They actually said this. The reason Abigail Spanberger is struggling is because Americans are sexist. Other countries have no problem electing women. And I already made a video about this, and you know who is Abigail Spanberger's opponent. How about it? How about it? A black woman that I actually endorse her with all my channels. All right, Winsome, and let's say that by the way, I'm going to repeat that. Being a woman and being black has nothing to do that she's the one that it's made for the job. She just should be the next governor of Virginia. But then let's talk about the gaffe, talking about, trans people, that Democrats are going to die on that hill. They're trying to phase out very slowly the trans stuff. But that's a monster. I've said it many times. That is a monster that they created, that they nurtured, and now they cannot escape. And well, that's why this sort of stuff happens. You have to watch this for yourself. Her words, I really do believe that we should demonstrate a fair amount of grace to people who are confused. All right, and let's watch this.
And I think the real challenge is there's a lot of people who've never met a trans person, whether they're a trans youth or an adult, and so there's a real effort to engage in some level of fear-mongering.
Well, by the way, I really don't want to meet any trans youth because that only means horrible parents. That's all that means.
And, I really do believe that we should, as a society as a whole, demonstrate a fair amount of grace to people who are confused about,
Who are confused about what I'm gonna rewind so we hear the whole thing. I don't want to look like I'm taking her words out of context.
As a society as a whole, demonstrate a fair amount of grace to people who are confused about, when we're talking about bathrooms or when we're talking about sports participation, like what are we talking about? And I recognize, and I'm a parent. I've got 3 daughters in Virginia public schools, and so I understand the fact that there may be confusion about what is my opponent, as a very clear example, kind of threatening.
Notice the word salad, that she tries to start an idea and she really doesn't develop the idea. The idea is never developed. Okay, you were talking about trans people are confused about bathrooms, about which bathroom go into, which sports go into. Oh, so they should be confused, right? They should be like, you shouldn't be confused about this. It's very, very clear. You have men and women, and that's it. It's very easy. It's biologically very easy. We have known this for a long time, but she knows that there's simply no way that she can sustain this charade unless the furries from Reddit are going to just eat her alive. But then here comes the best part.
And importantly, the willingness to fearmonger with with or against kids who are, trying to figure out who they are.
Notice how misleading is this. He just said seconds ago, trans youth or adults. And now she uses the word, very convenient, the word kids to frame this. Oh, these are just kids that are confused. She went to youth, to adults, and now kids. Oh, that's trying to force feed that empathy down your throat, whether you like it or not. No, this is a very bad way of trying to do it. This is horrible.
Who are in a challenging point in their life. Yeah.
A challenging point in their life. All right, so it's something that is going to be temporary. Oh, how nice! Again, who allowed her? I'm not complaining. This is the kind of things that's why I tell you that Democrats should be out there giving interviews, going on Zoom calls, doing on campaigns and speak their minds, so you realize they have no idea what they're talking about. They have no way of reasoning. They have no way of justifying any of these atrocities. And, well, the best way to show it is to let them talk. Let them talk. That's it.
Middle school and high school isn't easy for most people, let alone if you might be struggling with or trying to come to terms with your identity. And so just as a basic issue of principle, I do find it really objectionable that that there would be kids who turn on the television and as in an effort to attack me, see, images of themselves sort of reflected as a villain.
No, this is I have to make it clear about this. It's not that the kids that are confused are the villains. It's the politicians who have pushed for these atrocities. It's the school teachers who are going with it. It's the parents. I just can't say what I wish the parents. I say that on my X account, by the way. I can be a kind of unfiltered on my X account, but one has to be careful about this. But the parents are the main culprits of this, are the main responsible of this madness. And the good thing is that this madness is coming to an end. Finally, the self-identified transgender and non-binary are dropping. It's the percentage I'm talking about. It's the percentage of 18 to 22 years old identified as transgender or non-binary by year has been declining steadily from 2023. And, well, I think this is one of the greatest things, not only for the United States, but the world at large. We are getting to, well, the core of the problem. This is brainwashing, and this brainwashing is coming to an end. And Democrats still pushing this, they're going to lose spectacularly. And I'm here to watch it in first row with popcorn ready. But let me know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Power Pundit. Much love and bliss.